Okay, we out here. Let's a go. Okay. Okay, we are ready. Today is a big day. This stream should have came out yesterday because this event came out of nowhere. But I'm out here a day after, which means the potential 2 more days till the next one. Usually when an event comes out on a Friday, usually the next time there's another part of the event, it's usually on a Monday. So we might end up streaming Genshin again on Monday Reset as well. But for now, let's see if I'm live and we can talk about more. The THELXIE'S Fantastic Adventure Story Quest event is here. So, sup everybody, my name's Crytek and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. We are out here. I relaxed, had a great day earlier today. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've been watching a lot of people play this game called Lethal Company. It is so fun to watch. It sucks that all these games that have like multiple players in it, I can never get my homies to play those type of games. And it's a bit harder nowadays as well. Things just kind of happen, so I would need a new friend group if I really wanted to, do those kind of things, which makes me a bit depressed, but I'm still happy with how things turned out over the course of time with the homies. I do miss some of the other homies I used to play with before I met them with Rocket League and whatnot, but yeah. Someone wants to grab my photo. That's interesting. The event's still here. I can't believe the Max Shadows dude actually friended me. Give him this. There you go. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna help much. But anyways, I gave him all of them. Cool. See how the mic's on again before I do anything. Up, 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 Okay. Let's hear how this sounds again. So I can get a good idea how this sounds. Hey, even that many dealer coins? I don't think so. These are all packs of which one is which.
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
A lot of new ones. Huh.
Wait.
Pass the buck? What the fuck?
Whatever.
Stick just bothered me this much today? That's not good. There we go. Send. Is he on? Yeah. So he was on earlier. Okay. Alright. So how'd the mic sound again? What's up, homie? This Max Shadow dude is pretty insane. This guy has one of the best dealer builds I have ever seen. I'm surprised he friended me the other day. Because I had looked at his account a long time ago. Like, he has the best dealer build I've ever seen. Like, all the other ones I see in showcases anyways. I'm jealous of his Pyro Goblets because it makes me want to farm Crimson Witch. Yes, for that little bit of extra, I don't care. I do think Dealer's best set is still tied to Crimson Witch, not the Marshall Hunter set anyways with Farina. And very soon, I will try to use that team again in the Abyss and probably make a video on it because I thought about the vape teams video that I had originally recorded and I felt like it wasn't fair to make because with Hu Tao I feel like I can't make it as good as I would have wanted it to. I have to adjust it better, and right now Hu Tao build kind of changed. I found this build to be pretty comfortable to play, but I don't have Marshall Hunter, so that ability is the only way I can increase her damage. Dealing with Marshall Hunter doesn't really improve him. I feel like it's good if you don't have anything better, but like, I feel like it's not good enough. I feel like it should work decently well, though. I just think the way the power set works with him was tailor-made for him, sadly. So I don't think it's going to improve him. But now I do suck on this build because this build has given me an increase of damage to some degree. Oh, I gave him that flower. And then Hu Tao, what is she using? Okay. I still need to put her on Marshall Hunter to test her again. But I hated the healer team, even though it felt like it was stronger overall, but I didn't like it. Mia's felt pretty fun with it, but it was because I was testing with Marshall Hunter, it felt pretty good. Um, yeah, I mean, Jane's mostly dealt with and done with, so there's not really much I can do about it. I've been farming Gilded Dreams like a mad lad. Can't get anything to save my life though. But I want to talk about something. I had a pretty horrible day the other day, and I had a pretty bad day. It was kind of unfortunate how things went out, and it was just in real life. And I get on Genshin to do my artifact grind, and I get this piece. I'm still molding over this. You know how often I don't get this piece? For anyone who even watches my content, I don't get this artifact very often. It hardly ever drops. The main stat doesn't even show up as often. I think it's the one that shows up the least. It's between this and Cryo that shows up the least. And Cryo at least shows up with shit substats, but I can never get to see Pyro drop enough. I pray that if I keep farming the domain, I feel like I'll get something. Because the fact that this only dropped in the Gilded domain is honestly a good sign for things to come, but I do think I need to farm Pyro domain if I really want to get a good Pyro Goblin. But I feel like it's going to make me cry if I don't get a good one, because, man, people got some goblets that make me so jealous. But I don't really care about the ones from any other part. It's just Pyro scent. So when I see people get Pyro goblets, it makes me mood. No, I can't even help it. But did I get anything? I feel like I did, but I don't remember if I did. Was there a flower I roamed? I feel like there was. No, there wasn't. Oh, there was. This one. I got this as an upgrade for Cookie in the 4-piece Deepwood set that she's on. Did I get anything else? I feel like I was close to getting something, but I don't remember. Man, if Stickger could just fuck off. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to, like, hold on. The things I do to this controller makes me question how long is it gonna work for. Because it does suck that sometimes I hit it and it fixes itself. And it makes me sad that I have to do that. Oh, I got that ugly ass thing. I guess this was like a 3-line with a single crit EM. I didn't roll. Actually, I did roll it and it turned out ass. Did I get anything else? I don't think so. Been farming deep with a decent amount though. Oh, wait. Did I get a circle? I feel like I did. Oh, that. I forgot I kept that. I want to tell us that, but for now I kept it. Okay. That was all that happened.
Wait.
Ooh, we're gonna have 10 domain runs today. That's gonna be nice. I've been double refreshing every day, so things are a-okay. We got a story quest event today that gives us a free Fremine. It's funny that at one point I was gonna pull for him because I thought he looked fun to play, but as a Claymore character, enjoyer, I can't just sit here and say I would enjoy playing for very long. That's the thing that sucks though. Like, it's a shame. I hate saying that, but it's just the truth. I wouldn't enjoy playing for very long. But I do look forward to doing this later. Time trial. I've just been absolutely loving this comp with Alhaitham. I haven't been able to crown Farina, but on reset of this week, I had gotten an extra... What's it called? I forgot the name of it. Damn it, I forgot the name of it. Either way, I got an extra one of the things that give a chance to, use and reset boss mats, where I can get extras from other pieces. And I forgot what it was called, but I have enough to 9 her burst, and I want to crown her burst before I bring her skill to 8, 'cause I don't care about the damage. I do a lot of damage on my Farina. I'm confused why some people are complaining about their Farina having a build that may look better than mine, but they say that her damage is bad. But for me, it might just be because of this team, but my Farina does damage. I like it. My Farina also goes over 40k HP every time she overstacks her max stack. I can't wait to crown her though, because once I crown her, then I can really make a comparison to my Nahida, and I might make a video on that. I just hate this kind of biz because it's not the greatest way to measure her damage, but I can look at it anyway to see which one looks okay and just see how the runs do. But this card Abyss, I might test D-Luke just to see how it feels, because I actually really do like how D-Luke feels with Farina. I said this before she released, but that was just when I was watching her and whatnot. I do still stand to say that I do think Farina is like a guaranteed upgrade for D-Luke as well, even though no one has actually tested it yet for some reason. So it seems like I might have to be the guy that does it. Texture keeps bothering me. You can love him.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Remember, health comes first. Mind the sight.
I like this team a lot. It feels so good in Overworld. It's ridiculous. And the fact that even though this doesn't always proc consistently, but When Baiju hits a bloom or hits an aggravate, I'd say a spread. I wouldn't even say he hardly procs a spread. He mostly procs the bloom. When his shield procs a bloom, I'm getting the 4-piece instructor, the instructor procs, and it feels so good. I also realized that there was another team I saw because I still need to play that. I've been thinking about trying it for the next Abyss cycle and see how I feel about it. Because it's really just quick bloom, but it's double Dendro with Farina with yeah, it's gonna be an interesting comp. I have to try it. I might have to try it because I don't want to replace Fish on it, but let me see. I'll put it here for now. I'll put it here for now. Okay, it's interesting. Right now I have this team that's being used for Gilded Dreams farming, but out for Vape. I might. Should I take over that one? I guess I could do this because I still need to try it because I found it very interesting. There's a team comp with Nahida,
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Baiju, and Farina.
How long will this require exactly?
I knew you'd miss me.
I need to deal with this chick drift, I swear. I feel like I got something. I'm not too sure. I feel like I got something. Anyways, this team covers certain niche scenarios, but the problem with this team is that now I have to compare Farina to, Kazuha to see where her damage is at. My highest damage on her burst when I do it is 46, 47,000, one or the other. I think it's usually hovering around 46, 47,000 at the last hit of her burst. So this one I feel like I have to test. This is something I have to test when I crown her burst. I kind of want to wait till I crown her burst. When I crown Farina's burst, I swear, I hope I don't end up blowing up on YouTube just because of the D-Loop video, but I'm gonna do it. Just because, for some reason, I have not seen anyone talk about D-Loop. I find that very interesting and off-putting. Because he actually got a glow up as well. Even though I think the biggest glow up was definitely with, well, Noelle's glow up is so big that she's compared to her 5-star counterparts, like Ito. And I might even find her build better than Ito's for Farina, which makes me kind of want to get Noelle worked on, but she takes a little bit more investment to some extent for a specific team that I want to play, which might also result in risking myself getting a C2 Ito, so makes me wonder if that's even worth my time thinking of investing into, but I'll have to think about it. Should I try this? I kind of want to try this. I want to see how this team feels at the very least. I want to try it. It's still very interesting that this team is something I didn't think of trying.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Seems like an emergency.
Let my name echo in song. The doctor will see. Nowhere to hide.
I think with my current build, it's gonna do less damage than my other one.
Mind the side effects.
Strike a pose.
Remember, health comes first.
Hey.
Where are they hitting? Where are y'all hitting?
The doctor will see you now. insolent show. Cheerily Mari!
Looks like I went too far.
Wait. Wait. Why'd I use... Why'd I use her burst? I didn't even realize I used her burst.
Mind the side effects.
I probably shouldn't full heal them, but I guess it would give a better damage increase if there's actual healing involved. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real quick.
Everyone hold hands! Incoming!
What? Bruh. That was stupid. I couldn't move. When I went over there, when it made me hover over it, I couldn't move for some reason on the map. Got a Hydra mage.
Hey! The Temple of Wisdom! The doctor will see you now.
Taking a
Showing you...
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to test this further, cause like my biggest problem is probably my Kuching's personal damage. How will this team function? I don't know. I'd have to test it. If there's one thing to take into account, no one has deep wood on, so actually, do we even need? I mean, technically, you would still need deep wood in this team. Damn it, I didn't think about that. That means I'd have to run Baiju deep wood for this team. Yeah, I didn't think about that until now.
a bitter pill to swallow.
Don't blink!
Yeah, this team's gonna take some time to test. So I'll have to do this another time. This is a team I gotta test though. I didn't think about it. I don't know if I heard people talk about this one, but I didn't think about it. Technically, this would be a Kuching Quick Bloom team, even though I think she's still gonna be worse than Sino.
Incoming!
No, I killed it. Whatever. Alright. Homie, if you're still there. Second half banners have just been announced the other day, which I kind of expected because this banner should be ending pretty soon. How long until this banner ends? Another week or a couple of days? Okay. There will be a stream. Either it's going to be a stream on the event. I don't know yet. Is there going to be 3 or is it going to be 4, you know, actual Story Quest event streams? I don't know. If there is 4, then there's a chance that I might stream the same day pulling on the second half banners. A part of me wanted to pull to see if I could get one more copy of Charlotte so I can make an excuse to play her. But I don't know if Charlotte's even tied to her banner or not. We could see next time she reruns or something, but I do plan on pulling on Farina next time she rolls around. But I am 100% going to pull a couple of times on the second half banners. Because just as the theory has been proven, Kirara's coming back for the first time, and Cookie is appearing on a banner, which I desperately cannot skip. I cannot skip it. I have had a C1 Cookie since she freaking first came to the game. And now that I'm using her with Alhaitham, I desperately need this, because I didn't like using Cookie without Hatham just because I could never get this constellation. Every time Cookie's on a banner, I've always skipped her. Now I can try to see if I can get a copy of her weapon, not weapon, her constellation. I really need it. I really need it badly. I would also like this one because then it just means more healing. So I wouldn't mind getting that if I were to possibly get that before getting a Kirara. But my goal when I pull on that banner is just to get one copy of both of them at the minimum. But if I get a Kirara before I get Cookie, I wonder how long that'll take. I just want one copy of Cookie.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
I sure hope you can. Alright. At this point, should I even run this scene? I feel like I could switch. Yeah, I can actually. I keep forgetting. It's technically my friendship team, and it's the team I farm Go to Junes with, and I've been farming it for a good while. Might as well. So what's going on over here? So it's commission with fishing. Going to the city. Wait, I have to go get something at the city? What am I getting? Oh. Okay. I just want to figure out whether that's close to where the actual story quest event starts or not, because I don't want to actually approach there. That would also make me mad if it actually is there. It's within the same area. Okay, we're good. It's away. It's going away. Okay. Gonna also do this. I just like having daytime. What can I do for you? Hellos. Alright, let me sell. Bay. Okay, so we just procured the bay. Wait. This is the guy we can buy stuff in Fontaine from. I forgot. The shopkeeper Fontaine. So nothing hasn't changed since the last time I remember checking him. Oh, he doesn't have the other thing I wish he had. I might actually take this though. While I'm here. I don't think I need mushrooms for a good while. I remember when I used to struggle on getting mushrooms, 'cause I liked making the pizza. This is before I even started getting a healer. I wanted Kokomi, not just because she was a healer, but because of what team comps I wanted to try her in. I even tested a team that I 36 started the Abyss, but it was a freaking bitch of a struggle. I wanted to make a video on it first because it felt like you could use like the Gangi freeze in the Abyss, which did work for the theorized that I figured it would, but if I had maximized everything, it probably would have been a little bit smoother. I tried to also do it with Farina, but I just don't like it. But I don't hate it either. It's kind of weird. I feel like if I'm using Venti, it's fine. With Cosmo, it feels bad, though, for some reason. I find that weird. How could that be the case? That it feels that way. Oh, that reminds me. Her friendship's up. We need to look at her voice lines today. I want to see if she talks about the Archons. She should talk about the Archons, no. By now, she should. Like, by, like, Friendship 6 already. She should have already done that. But, yeah.
Add Astra. Thank you for...
You can do 10 domain runs and Gilded today. I'm pretty excited for this. I'm pretty excited. Because I'm hoping to get something today. This domain always gives me something I'm looking forward to, so I'm always kind of egging on whether something will happen or not. I haven't actually gotten the craziest stuff yet. I've only gotten a chance at some things. But not like I had double crit drop that often. I'm expecting something today, actually. That being said, the teams I'd be running in here, I feel like the way Baiju is in this game, I shouldn't even be running this in. I mean, yeah, Deep was on Cookie, so it doesn't really matter, it doesn't. But I found myself struggling with ER in this domain, like on Baiju specifically, which is funny. But I found what rotation helps me with that, so it's not that bad now if I on-field him in here, but let me show this off. I was able to do this every rotation to clear pretty quickly, which feels faster than most Hyper Bloom teams, actually. I feel like I don't even clear this fast on Nahida for some reason. It's kind of weird, but I guess it's because the way I rotate, because I think back then I was probably still farming a bit, except for Nahida when I was farming the domain. It's weird. Sometimes Hyper Bloom is really strong in here, sometimes it's not the fastest run, because like my Melt Kaya can clear just as fast. But anyways.
Strike a pose. Time to shine.
Seems like an emergency.
Uh-oh.
Mine.
Uh-oh. Okay. You're showing me by far the worst one I've ever had. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for showing off by far my worst run. That's cool. Anyways, that just happened. That's not what was supposed to happen, but the enemies didn't spawn when they were supposed to. It's like a part of me would love to roll this if it were to go into flat HP only. I might try this one because I kind of am forced to when I see HP or attack percent as one of the subsets. But if I don't see either and I just see double flat with a single crit, I'm not going to roll it. I've come to terms with farming artifacts to a point that this both helps me hoard more artifacts, and two, it just makes better decisions instead of keeping artifacts that look good but aren't really that good. I like never use them.
Yoo-hoo! My name is Stand with me. The doctor will see.
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
I still don't have his burst. I still clear pretty fast. I'll have to change it up next time. I could get it back in time. For some reason, Deepwood will not stop dropping. I have not had this luck when I was trying to actually farm it the first time. With like, what was it? I do think I went almost 3k Resonance Domain day one. Something like that. And I kept getting gilded pieces. I ended up with a cracked gilded set before I got even like 2 or 3 decent or okay-ish Dendro set Deepwood pieces. I find that very interesting.
Time to shine.
You are not welcome.
Bond is strong. The doctor will see you.
Taking a turn for the...
Okay, I was
Wind
wondering
strike.
if that happened. There we go. Got everyone burst. Eh? It's like, if it gives me like 100 EM, I'd actually keep it. It would have to get 100 EM though.
Shower me with praise.
You are not welcome.
Seems like an emergency.
Oh, here we go. There's the rotation I'm used to seeing. There we go. Still 38 seconds. Usually my lowest is like, my average was like 35 seconds, but eh. Oh, dude, come on. Why couldn't this been on deep? Actually, no, it would need to have at least crit, right? I would have kept it. Because then those would be potential Baiju artifacts. Crit rate, ER, HP percent. That's all I would want.
Strike a pose. Time to shine.
Remember, health comes first. Mine.
Stand with me.
Into the wind.
I'm getting it.
A bitter pill to swallow.
That took longer than I thought it would. Wonder why. But I'm hoping for the best here, man. I never get a chance to roll. I never get a chance to roll. If I ever get another good Sans in a domain to try to roll, I hope it's EM though. From like either set. I actually wouldn't mind a double crit from Deepwood, but I kind of also don't know if I want that. Still not too sure. I also don't know how long I'm going to farm this domain for, because to be honest, as much as I like farming this domain, I do think I need to go back to the Golden Troop domain. Either before I max out Farina's friendship or after, somewhere in between. Sometime after and before I max out Buzzy, one or the other is gonna happen. I just don't know yet. I have to be at a point where I feel like I'm satisfied farming it. I at least hope I can be at that point. Keep double refreshing for a bit longer. I know I shouldn't do this, but I do this when I'm at a point where I feel like I'm gonna be saving for quite a while, so it doesn't matter that I splurge a bit, to be honest. Because double refreshing with Welkin is possible. Without it, it feels kind of eh. It feels like I'm at a net negative unless I'm saving for an extremely long time, then it's a bit different. Single refresh without Welkin would only feel like I'm losing 10 primos a day, which I don't really like too much, but I don't hate it either. But hey. Of how my character slightly turns to the left and I have no control over it
Let my name
because I'm running straight. Are you serious?
You are not welcome here.
lightning purified.
Mine. Wind strike.
I don't really care if I didn't get her burst. I didn't like that they didn't, for whatever reason, they just did not want to appear sooner. I really hate that that keeps happening. Feathers. It sucks that I really want a really decent Sans. I just remembered something else. I did get a feather from Good of Dreams recently. To a point that I don't know if I don't even know if I want to roll this. I feel like I should try it out of obligation of the attack percent, but I got a really decent one the other day. Oh. You know how many times I get an artifact like this? I'm so tired of seeing this. It's like, it's so bait because it's probably not going to give the alternative substat unless it's a flower. I swear I have better luck with a flower when I see a piece like that.
Shower new praise.
You are not welcome here.
Taking a turn for the better.
The Dactyl.
The wind knows me. Wind strike. A bitter pill to swallow.
Cool. Come on, I'm hoping for something big here today. I wish that was on Gilded. How many times am I gonna get an attack circlet? Fuck off. Jesus Christ. How many times am I gonna get an attack circlet? You have to at least give one of the crits eventually. Wow. That dash to the left was pretty strong there.
Time to shine.
You are not welcome here.
Remember, health comes first. Mine. Into the wind.
Hey, that's the damage I like to see. Because even though they can only take damage from two seeds, if they stay close to each other, the other seeds will collide with the other ones. So they're taking more damage than they actually look like they're receiving, which is nice. Got a little bit of splash damage to it. Oh, come the fuck on. That's so bad. I can't even force myself to keep that.
Yoo-hoo! Let mine in.
You are not. Seems like an emergency.
The Dactyl. Our bond is strong.
Strike.
Uh-oh. I got... Yeah, that kind of sucked. Why did that happen? I hit them with Farina and I didn't crit with 80 crit, right? Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like seeing Electro. I hate to say it, but I really hate seeing Electro. I have too many good Electro goblins to care. But I always feel like I have to roll it to see exactly what the game wants to tell me. I could look at this farm session and be like, which banner to pull on? Do I pull on Ayato's banner, or do I pull... Okay, okay, chill out.
Strike a
Do I pull on Sonic? What?
A bitter pill to swallow.
What?
Wind strike.
Now you're testing my pick.
I was surprised that I instantly swapped while it was normal attacking. I didn't do that on my screen, but whatever. I might cope with this if it gets high crit rate. Either way, we didn't really get much today. It feels like. Oh, we have a bunch of pieces to roll at least. There's something. Definitely something here. Also, did I get a circle? I feel like I have to confirm myself again. Okay, I didn't. What did I even get for circlets? Attack, defense, attack. Alright. Right. That defense circlet. As you can see, deep was dropping a lot lately. Forgot which one. I will come back to this. Oh, let's see how this one rolls. 'Cause I have a feeling it's gonna spite me again because it's a Luxio. Okay, good. This dropped recently. I didn't try this yet. I actually should try that. Okay, what if it goes full HP percent? That actually didn't sound that bad. Also, I'm trashing these pieces. I got this one I'm tossing, this one I'm tossing. I will toss this the moment I get a good double crit flower I want to try. And I'm trashing that one, which is funny because I got a better one, which I forgot to show that. That better than the one I have? Most likely not. Like, even if it went to ER again, I'd be like, ooh, this would be cool as a niche option, but then I have to remind myself that when I was farming Golden Troop, for whatever reason, I got a piece like this. Really good stat efficient piece, so I can't even like force myself to use anything else. What flower did I get for this set? Or goblet, I mean. Oh, it has that on it. Ooh. Yeah, I can't. I can't improve that. Before we try any more, let's see, where's the new feather? I forgot I got a new one. This one. This one could be a piece for a different two-piece for my coaching. Even though I am gonna probably one day go back to Thundering Fury, because I do want to see if I can improve her build off of that, but it would take so much high investment to pull it off. Because it needs specific substats, just not just current. But yeah, this piece looks really good. I hate the flat attack though. This also could have been 1020. Because this was a 4-line. Actually, no, it was a 3-line, never mind. I forgot the way I see the roles distribute, I forgot. Never mind, it was 3-line, it went into 4 different roles. Oh, either way. Let's get this out of the way. I'm not expecting you to roll well. Because you hate me. Yeah. Sounds about right. What did I have for this? I guess I could try it to see if it improves over this one. But it would need to go into EM a lot to pull that off. I don't know if it's really worth. But I'm down to try it. And it's ruined. Okay. max roll crit damage. So, as I always say, it could roll really, really, really good, or it could roll shit. There is no in between for these types of artifacts. So, let's see it. Uh-oh. Make or break. I'm praying here. Okay. I should roll this fully. What I just do? Stick drift sub. Last roll. Oh. This is interesting. Is it the first time I've seen an in-between for a max roll substat? First time, shame on you with this piece. 2 times, okay. But 3, now you're just being spiteful. How many times am I gonna get 1 crit rate and 2 crit damage rolls? I know I shouldn't complain about it, but once you see it more than once, it starts to make you scratch your head. I was really hoping it would go into crit damage again, just to be different, but the fact that it did the exact same thing makes me have to toss the artifact now. It is just not better than this one. It is just not. It could have been a higher crit rate. It could have been higher because it didn't max roll. And maybe I would have been like, maybe I could try something. But like, it's no different than this piece, even if it did the max roll. I don't know what to do with it. That sucks. I hate that. I hate that I keep getting pieces like that because it makes me feel sad getting rid of pieces like that. But I need something very specific now. And if I'm going to get feathers like this, the only way I can improve it is if I get something like this. But now that I've gotten this piece recently, getting another feather like that is just sad. it's just sad, man. There's nothing I can do about it. So, the next time I get double crit, and it's a 3-line, it has to either hit every crit, or I'm gonna end up tossing it, because unless it's 4-line, I can only make an excuse for like 2 different substat rules, which would be cool if it had a different substat that I would love it to roll into, like EM. It really does suck that I cannot get EM on the Good Dreams piece, I've noticed. But when it does, it rolls. Either way, it is what it is. It is what it is. That sucks. It sucks though. I wish that was a flower, because if it was a flower, that'd have been an upgrade for what I have, I think. Because I can't even roll this one, because I don't like it. HP percent's just too daunting for me to try it. I have this. Went in a crit rate 3 times and crit damage once. This was a 4-line. I hate that about this artifact. This was a 4-line, but I don't like it. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I'm hoping I can toss that one day. Is stick drift being that annoying? Oh my god. This drift gone again. Not gonna haunt me later. Forgot I didn't get rid of my plus 16 pieces. I forgot about these. Wait, is this supposed to be locked? It doesn't look like that to me. Yeah, it doesn't look like that to me. So that was like the only piece I could have tried. What's over here? Oh, right, I want to try this one. Sucks the amount of plus 20s are building up. And it makes me more sad because I hate getting rid of pieces like this. Unless it's my first time getting an artifact from this set, I cannot keep a piece like this no more. Like, after I've gotten it once, I need something different. That's gonna be hard to improve. What do I have on for the Flowers of Deep one? Oh, right, this piece. Yeah, that's gonna be hard. It would have to go into EM every time for me to keep that. I guess I could try it. Why not? I have this I could do. Wait, why am I getting rid of this? Hold on. Wait, why am I getting rid of that? Oh. Oh. Wait, why am I getting rid of that? I shouldn't get rid of that. I should try that before getting rid of that. Anyways, what's down here? Energy recharge. I already have a piece that's good enough for that, so... Or that. There's so many defense percent. Oh my god. Alright. Bro. What the... Oh, I missed. Okay, I know I shouldn't have rolled that, but I was like, if it went into EM again, or crit damage again, actually no, it would have to go into EM again for me to be like, ooh, I could probably try something with it. Nah, I don't even know why I did that. I felt like doing that though. How about this thing? Dead. So nothing else here, right? Nope. Nope. Nah. Nah. There was one thing for circlets, wasn't there? Yeah, this. Because it has attack percent on it, I want to see if I can get full EM on it. There's potential here. No, dude, come on. Fuck. Man. I would have used that too. There was so much potential there. Sad face. Um... It really does suck that I have potential for that piece. But it would require my next 5-star pull on the character banner. It has to be a weapon again. On a standard banner. But the next standard banner 5-star is most likely going to be a character, so I'm just going to continue to pray for Tainari to appear. Alright. Guess that's it. I do gotta say though, it's sad to see that there's this many like plus 20s I'm gonna end up tossing. So I got this one. This one, I just need something better. Gotta have something better. Of course. It sucks that I have to get rid of pieces like this now, because like once I got that other feather, this piece kind of became irrelevant. This one would have been kept if I tossed this one. And this was like the one I got today, but nope. I was hoping for something better than another feather, because I think it was the only impactful thing I got in the past week or so since the last time I streamed. Until I get a good floor from Gilded Dreams, I'm not tossing that one yet. This one, I just don't like this artifact. I don't even, like, I kept it as a cope option because I only have one Gilded Flower that's good. In, like, the over 2 years of me playing this game. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. Part of me wants to see plus 20 of this, but I don't think it's going to change my stance on the other piece I have. It's just going to end up being worse than that one. I wanted to try this, but then I always have to ask myself, the only way this could be usable is if it went into crit rate once and crit damage. That is the only way this can fix itself. If it goes into crit damage twice or crit rate twice, it is going to be essentially the exact same artifact as all my Pyro Goblets, which is the most hurtful thing for me to live with. That's why I stopped it at 12, but I think I'm going to try it today. I'm going to try 16. I really hate seeing this happen to me with this artifact. Like, it's not even a little bit unfair. I don't want to go on a tangent about this, 'cause I've always complained about this enough times in my streams, but damn, I hate seeing that happen to me. I'd rather have a dogshit flower, feather, circlet that is already on my account than see a roll go as bad as the goblets that I can never get for a pyro set. And the worst part is, one of my best pyro goblets is still the first 5-star pyro goblet I got. To this day, I'm still surprised this one has held on this long on my account. I thought I'd toss this by now. It is still sad to see that I still have this. When I had first gotten Diluc, and I was farming the wolf boss, this was the first 5-star pyro goblet I got. First one ended up double crit 4-line. To this day, I'm still surprised this is still on my account. Anyways, I guess that's enough of that. Except I still didn't get dog shite, but It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. Wow, the World Quest, or the Sword Quest event starts there. Why? How interesting. Either way, we gonna start this Story Quest event, and I'm gonna end my stream. Usual normal type of streams I have. I should also check this because I know this is gonna refresh soon. Is it gonna cater to the Yato sign-up banner coming up in a few days? Because that banner gonna be out before this resets. So I know I'll stream on that day. I wonder what I'm gonna be doing. I need to see this event first. Because if there ends up being against the stream Monday, then entire stream will be on Tuesday, which will be very in line with everything. But sometimes it could change it up. I don't know yet. I kind of hope not, but. Are you kidding me? Nah, you're doing that again, Farina. Fuck that. I'm doing that again. Yes. So why are we just conveniently out here, though? How weird is that? Droopy eye lady.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Hello, we are just passing by. We're not just here to just riz a woman, because that would be weird.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
That reminds me. I'm assuming this is also the same location for the fishing stuff, because that's what it looked like. I never actually tried to see what the fishing pipe was like. I still like my Favonius, but on Farina, but I don't know. Made me think about it.
Oh,
Received
so
the
you're
commission.
adventurers. Oh, finally. Someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got 2 super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of mora.
Chill out.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
But
Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So
you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales?
no, we're just adventurers, lady. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
What the? There's a water imp? I only know about fire imps, lady. What is this?
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called THELXIE'S. The
THELXIE'S.
story our
Ah,
parents
that's
would
how you
tell us
say
was
it.
always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called THELXIE.
A child eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
Why does it specifically eat
My
children? Is
father
it
would
because his
always
mouth too
describe
small?
it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance.
Excuse me? At that point, we would have to talk to Feminade. That sounds sus, man.
Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them whole. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Sounds kinda scary. But isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Well, thanks for mentioning the source. Now, tell me what the source on this is, because I don't believe it unless I hear it written down by human beings.
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Araneus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me.
Sounds
Both
kind of
the Opera
sus.
House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well.
I
Combine
see.
that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fish heps on the island can understand human language.
Really?
Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
I don't know, but your droopy eyes are distracting me.
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg? You're just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
I'll go check it out.
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
THELXIE'S Fantastic Adventures, Part 1. This is going to be interesting, because I want to know how Fremi is involved in this event, because given how this turned out, Fremi is going to be a free character in this event, so I look forward to this, and all that good stuff. But let's also bring this up to par. Okay. Damn, I can't even get that. The flute son ferryman. Gadget on a quote. Huh. Wow, it's pretty easy to get its refinements. Usually you need like 4 to 5, not 4 to 5. You usually need 5 different fish for the catch. But they made it a little bit easier to farm it looks like. But I don't know if I want to farm it still, because I still like the Favonius more. I probably should do it one day though, maybe. I don't know. Right now, my focus is just on farming like oddly specific pieces from Deepwood. I need very specific artifacts from Deepwood though. I'm not looking for crit value too much, as I just want like decent like Deepwood pieces for if I want to put Baijon Deepwood. However, there is the other, which is just me getting a good fire from Go to Dreams or a good crit rate circlet from Go to Dreams. A better crit damage circlet is gonna be obviously very nice, but knowing my luck, when I get a lot of crit rate, I do hope that one day I can have that happen for a crit damage circlet, like how much I've gotten with the recent piece that I got on Gene right now. The attack goblin. I hope I can get that luck put on that crit damage circlet as well. I would say I don't care if the subsets are bad, but I hope I at least have one decent subset, as that's still important to me. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Okay. It's not this. I see like a board game thing here. What's going on?
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there are some footprints over there.
Footprints extend all the way into the
These
water.
look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else. Wait, did you hear something just now?
Bubble. Gurgling. Noises grow louder and louder until something emerges with a loud splash. It's a wild feminine. Would you look at that?
Paimon? Traveler?
Bruh. Dude, can you explain something to me, my guy?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
How can you forget that you're wearing that? There's no way your eyesight looks good through that. When it removes the helmets.
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water imp called THELXIE.
THELXIE, you say? How surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else who's trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
Could you tell us about what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order. I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy THELXIE.
Oh.
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremina, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but, she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it. It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
Why do you have to call him cold? And, like, reserved, yeah, but, like, cold feels kind of like a weird take, honestly. The man's just antisocial. He gives off that energy. I mean, I could probably check his voice lines one day and check it myself when we actually get him from the event. But, like I said, I don't know if cold is the right term for that.
The fish?
Running now slightly, seemed to be lost in thought after he told him about the commission for the fishing association. Suddenly the breath catches in his throat.
Ah, I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking THELXIE for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise. So, all that about the disappearing fish, well, it was probably because of me.
Oh.
So that's all it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just Fremine, like I thought. How interesting how that connects to Dutch.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
Whew. So in the end, it was just Fremine. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Yeah, we'd be happy to help if there's anything we can do.
Thanks for offering, but I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
You don't have to do it right
That's
now.
not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
Yeah, that's that actually might be true. We're just really experiencing this kind of thing, that's all.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
Pretty much. I had a feeling what she said
Is
is
that
true.
what you'd like to do as well?
Well, since we're already here, even I, in real life, would have probably said the same thing. I've been like, well, since everything aligns with what you're doing, can we just help you out? Because I don't see the point in reporting back, because she'll still question about the missing fish not coming back.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there.
Yes, the camp that had like a board game on a table, or something like that, it looked like.
I've stored THELXIE in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, Thelxie, are you there?
What an interesting little creature. You know what? I kind of want to see if I can get a thumbnail with this guy. Hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be awkward. What could I actually replace? It's like I could make the excuse on this team to just do it, but I don't want to just take any move from this team. I might just do this for now. I already went too far down. Traveler's up here.
Just what will we come across this time?
I'm going screenshot with the Traveler today. It's been a while since I've actually done a thumbnail like this, so I might as well. Even though I think Traveler's gonna still look at THELXIE, I'd like for him not to, but I have a feeling he's going to. It'd be nice to see if he does. He doesn't look at the camera. Well, either way, it's still nice to get a little screenshot with the little penguin that looks bigger than Fremine's penguin, actually. How interesting. Huh. Not too bad. Not really much to be shown here, though. Anyways. I'll deal with that later. Is he talking in Morse code?
So that's Ferminae's version of THELXIE. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had THELXIE lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Penguin Town? Bro, what is that?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, THELXIE. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
So THELXIE can talk in Morse code.
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, THELXIE can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
Oh, okay.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on THELXIE'S motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find THELXIE some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? What?
A weapon? Will THELXIE have to fight?
Bro, why are you making a toy to fight? What?
THELXIE will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
What the fuck? You told me this was a toy. You're telling me this man's a freaking mech?
What an imaginative employer. Naming THELXIE after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Make him Poseidon. Give him... Give him the lance, man.
Well, regardless of his role or species, THELXIE'S purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, THELXIE just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
Yo, are you gonna make him autonomous by chance?
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me.
Here, I thought
Here
this
we
was
go.
just a...
I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck.
Okay.
Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in case.
So, this game board thing is gonna be a minigame, isn't it?
Okay. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
Oh, bruh. This should be interesting. I would just bring it closer to daytime.
Please give the testing a try. The motherboard's on the table there.
I want to see if he turned towards the side here. Oh, I guess he does turn around. The fact they could do at least this much is a bit surprising. Anyways, let's do this. What? After pressing the left joystick, assemble the circuit? Oh. After pressing X. So, I'm trying to connect to this. Oh. What? Oh, wait. Oh, fuck, man. Dude, that is cringe. Okay, there we go. Alright, I get it now. So, we gotta get him to the end of the motherboard. There you go. It's like the same as like any other minigame I remember seeing, though.
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Yeah, minigame this, minigame that. We can minigame this game, dude.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much experts.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
Right. It's like, why do all this shit if you could just, you know, walk on water, right? So I'm gonna run there, cause this... Actually, even though underwater something should be faster, this still is cool.
Yep.
It should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search.
If only I could, like, not do this switch.
This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch.
I remember this.
It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it.
Okay, they're gone. I thought they were still attacking it.
Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
I see them on the mini-map, so it shouldn't be too hard to find these. I was wondering where this was at.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
Thank you. It's been a little bit since I've watched anime, but I've been enjoying the Lethal Company videos. Just so much fun. I just found a video that I was gonna watch, and I was like, nah, I should probably stream before I even started the stream. It was like a 16-player lobby of people that's usually like a 4-player game, but 16 players, and it was just like, what the hell? It's so chaotic. It was so much fun watching it. Like, I only watched like, the first few minutes of it, and I was like, damn, this is chaotic, and I love it. I wish I could play games like that, but I don't have a friend group that plays those type of games. Uh, oh, there's your employer, right? Zura. Okay.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
What the
I'm
hell is this
sorry, Madame
voice? What the
Destray.
hell?
I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of THELXIE is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor.
What
And
the?
these two are...
Is this an existing voice actor that has voiced a character in this game? Otherwise, I cannot believe she's this, like, her voice sounds so good. Like, what?
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on THELXIE.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame Destray. Are you Fremine's
Destray?
employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are
Zuria.
both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Well, Paimon is definitely a unique type. Even though I don't know if I call her a fairy type in Pokemon, but she has to be part fairy. It won't be right.
Oh, do you really think so?
Do I look like a fairy? Nah, I feel like we look like... I swear, I kid you not, the clothing that Trevor has reminds me of like some kind of like alternate wear for like elf clothing in like an isekai anime. That's just the vibe it gives off though.
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
He did it
Well,
out of
Fremine
respect.
told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Yes,
Sure,
ma'am.
you can tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a
Okay.
way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right?
Whoa, this music.
Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of THELXIE, he's infatuated with him.
Is he a masochist by chance?
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
Or he's a fool, saying a brave soul. You heard the word infatuated, right? The man's infatuated with a robotic penguin. That's a fool if I ever heard it.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
That's kind of sus, man. But this kind of goes in line with like the story of the last story quest event we had, with the Lewa poetry, which was it was a really nice event, man. But with the Oceanite lady falling in love with a human, it felt kind of whack. But I did like the story. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't like it. So I wonder if this is gonna end up going in line with that story of like another story of a water creature that happens to just be an oceanid in the water. Happen to be attracted to humans.
So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
There's no fucking way it's called that. Please tell me. Please tell me that is not true. Please say psych right now. I do not believe this. No. Loneliness syndrome? Everyone experiences loneliness different than others, but loneliness, there's gotta be a better term for this. There's gotta be a wording for this. There's no way it's called loneliness. That just, nah, come on.
Mm-hmm. It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Cause the man's just desperate. This sounds just as bad as like this man. I hate to make this comparison because it sounds horrible. It's like saying to yourself that you have bad luck with women, but you don't realize it's your own fault because you just go and try to riz every woman you see, and maybe one girl that you actually had a chance with ends up seeing you go with another woman and tries to justify that he isn't trying to do that, but the girl ain't having it. So you find yourself having bad luck with women as a whole because you can't keep getting pit. But that's just me. I shouldn't be talking like this, but you know, it's the kind of comparison I just thought about on the fly.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
A fraction? The traveler is already kind of like afflicted with something, but we don't talk about that.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
I feel like most people in the community will find this as a hell no statement.
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Okay, you are really pulling my leg with this one. Excuse me? Maybe he's just high on something. Maybe he ate something. Maybe it was something like that, but uncontrollable delusions? Either the man's was special at birth, or you tell me the man's is special because of his loneliness. So this like a continuation leading on to another problem from another issue he had? Because otherwise, it sounds like cap.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
It sounds kind of sus, man.
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
He's seeing the fantasy.
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
These nuts. Let me stop. Once upon a time, there was such a splendid, magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the Celestia plain, 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in the houses, made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals. Okay. Everyone led carefree and blessed lives until the day of Iridescence Parade? The day of Iridescence Parade. When I hear the Iridescence Parade, I think of the Iridescence tour that Shin mentioned us in Inazuma, right? Wasn't that like an actual performance thing? Yeah, it just made me instantly think about the Iridescence tour. I remember Shin mentioned something about that. The important festival which the new king would be crowned. Okay. For the festival, all the water imps would select the most precious pearl they own, wrap it in golden branches and leaves, offer it to the most beloved prince. During the day of the parade, Prince would cross a rainbow bridge made of all the offered shells, accept a crown from his father amid the applause of his subjects. Then the new crown would bless everyone with his wishes. And as for the prince's name, it was none other than THELXIE. Oh, so that's how we're going across making the robotic penguin THELXIE now?
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for THELXIE. It's like a beautiful dream.
Or it could be a double-edged sword, because, you know, it could be just like Sword Art Online, but I'm not going to say any more than that.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
Oh, great. What is it? Let's hear it. The day of the air desecrate came as expected. Why is it raining? But countless monsters have arrived alongside the prince. The fuck? The monsters were evil and cruel. They struck fear into the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters, so the kingdom fell. The king was killed. The water imps were locked behind bars. I remember Bridge lost its. I don't even care about that, but anyways, the prince was barely able to escape of a mysterious masked individual. But he had already lost everything, could only spend his life singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sang out loneliness, so could his song only be heard by similarly lonely children. Why? Why? I'm sorry to say that. It's like, yes, now we understand the loneliness part and why it correlates to maybe children that are lonely and see these water imps. And this is this kid's story, though. I don't know if any of the kids relate to this kid. So it's like loneliness syndrome already, again, sounds like cap. There has to be another word for it. But besides that, I don't know how to feel about this. Because the man lost everything, he's sitting out in loneliness and wants to be heard by lonely people. He doesn't want to see couples. He doesn't want to see children with their mothers. He doesn't even want to see a freaking dog with a child, bro. He's like, the child must be by himself, no adults allowed. What is this?
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Man had to have gotten dumped by his girl, but nah, this is a child, so let me not.
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest.
Okay.
But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
Wait, I was joking about the Sword Art Online thing. Are you serious? Are you telling me by some possibility it could also be correlated to like phasmophobia as an example, where it's just like, okay, well, now we're in this fantasy world. Now that ghost could come out and hunt you. So you tell me if he dies in his fantasy world, he just loses his mind?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as THELXIE.
Nah, there's gotta be another term for this when I think about this. This could be like 10 times worse than official any day of the week.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
Man, forgot he has a mother, though. That's fucked.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Yeah, how are we gonna do that? It's not like we can just go grab a wire off the wall and say, yes, you can take off the helmet now, you know? So you don't have to keep seeing everything differently in front of you. Because, again, we're not just downloading ourselves into an imaginary world, you know?
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Do we need Nahita's help for this? This sounds like a Nahita helping situation. We gotta go peer into his dreams, bro. That's the only way I could think of saving this child.
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world. But since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition. Here, you can take a look.
Okay.
So Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
This is so interesting.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the water imp prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
So instead of ending wherever his child's, end of his story was, it's just basically to have a season 2 of the anime and have a happier ending. So it's like, yes, part 1 has been finished, and now we gotta like do part 2 to actually have a better ending.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremine need to make a Thelxie as well?
That's
because
a good
we need
question.
to treat the book story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie and help him regain his crown and country.
Now, how do we do that exactly? I need context on how this really helps. Because you said he can't differentiate reality from fantasy. So can he even see the penguin? Is what I'm wondering. Like, I'm very interested to know what's going on there. Also, to add more context to the whole thing, can the child eat? Can he sleep? Can he even go to the bathroom? These are questions that aren't being answered right now.
But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Fremine here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you
I guess so,
really
I
put
guess so.
a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
Better question, what the fuck do they look like? Because we got all this, and the first, like, every time I think of an imp, I always think about the fire imps that have always been drawn or made in every video game. It's always a little rat-looking creature with, like, a devilish-looking tail. So it's like, how is that going to be correlated to the story? I don't, like, when I think of an imp, that's what I think about. So I'm very confused.
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains.
So what?
I've already asked
What are we
Fremine
about
to
to see?
research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
But here's my question. Are we chasing the monsters out, or are we getting chased out? Because, like, how can we force them out without killing them? I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to do that part.
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance.
Oh.
It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously. And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
There's only but so much you can believe in, though. I hate to say that. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer when I say this, but it's just like, us subjectively taking it seriously won't be enough. And this is another question I have brought up in my mind, and it keeps bringing itself up anyways, so I'm not going to forget it until I say it. How will this story actually end? The reason why I say this is, like, will there be a good ending to the story quest event helping this child? Because what will happen when we actually finish guiding his fantasy, right? Will he just snap back to reality? Oh, to those gravity? Let me stop there. But I just thought about that. It's something that came to mind. But for real, I don't know how this story's gonna end. For real. Like, will the child actually be fine? We'll have to find out several days ahead of time.
So we'll be playing it straight, or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
Right. We'll have to try our best, right?
It's
All we
alright.
can say.
There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is.
I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer because he's so enamored with his dream.
Enamored is a
Zuria.
great word to use,
Keep your
actually.
spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son.
Wait. I feel bad saying this other question, but where'd the father at? Anyways, that's beside the point. But still, it just came to mind just now. Anyways, this is very interesting. So he can differentiate his own mother, or can he? How can he tell that we consider ourselves troubled? I wonder what he can see, man.
We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood.
That house on the hill.
There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on THELXIE. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
2 days time. So, does that mean there's gonna be another story quest event tomorrow? That I cannot do.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Oh boy. Maybe this is in-game time. Maybe it's
Zuria
in-game
sure
time.
is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
Why didn't you tell her? What's going on? Well, good.
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Bro, how bad can an F-bomb be? Say it with your chest.
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't
what?
If things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Oh, you think the trial is gonna be like that? Even I couldn't blame myself though. All we can do is do what we can. But like I said, this correlates to what I just questioned on earlier. Will this be a happy ending to fix his loneliness syndrome, guiding his story? Because giving him a good ending, would he be able to just snap back to reality? Right? I don't know. I don't know about that.
Fremine,
I don't know if it's that
why did you
simple.
bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
Well, what this man just talked about is still very important to mention, though. But yes, it is important to be optimistic. I would rather be optimistic than pessimistic in this situation, no matter what. Because it doesn't do me any good to think negative. When I start thinking negative like that, it just doesn't help my case. But this is all just realistic sayings that Fremine is bringing up. This is a realistic thing to mention. Because it's something we don't know about. But it's important to keep our chin up, yeah?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
Is there more about this illness you know about that we don't?
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
You also what?
No.
I doubt
Please
it.
don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind to environmental factors and even ley line disorder effects.
What?
Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains.
I did not think we would hear that exact term again. That might be important to remember. Contamination of god remains. Last time we heard that with the Baiju story quest. That actually is very interesting that he brought that up. Because who knows, that could be like the catalyst that makes things worse, probably. And we probably end up finding out about it, like towards the end, like maybe during our performance. I'm just going to quote unquote that. When we're trying to help the toad, maybe there's like something that happens within the toad, and we have to take it away from him before it just does something to him or something. I still stand by like the Nahida thing though. Like, I still think if we peered into his dreams, would that help at all? It's just a theory though.
And
Obviously, we
from the
can't
cases
ask
I've
for
seen,
Nahida's help.
there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even pass away.
Bro, this is really fucked up. Honestly, I literally was joking about the whole Sword Art Online situation, but it really does sound like that can happen.
What? It can get that serious? And here Paimon thought they just stopped talking as much.
Even I knew that wasn't the only case. I just can't believe it's actually like they can just succumb to it, and I thought they would just go crazy. But death as well? It goes that far? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's just the nature of it. So, if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
We've seen so many things that I feel like at this point it'd be wrong to say, okay, well, there's another weird thing here. Now we need to see the outcome of this weird thing. So, we'll just keep in mind.
Hey, now's not the time to be joking around. Don't worry, Fremine. No matter how hard it might get, we'll be able to handle it.
Really?
I don't know about Paimon, but I won't.
Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help?
Yeah, I actually think that's a good question to ask. I also wanted to ask, like, what were the other cases that some of the other patients he had witnessed have this problem as well? Did any of them have some concrete stuff, or is he helping her because this is so different from all those other cases?
After all, we'll just be using a toy as THELXIE and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart.
That's deep.
But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
I feel like there is definitely a better term for that than hoping for someone to speak again. 'Cause all it takes is a fraction of your voice box to get fucked up, and then you can't really fix it, but you can talk again. So I guess that correlates, maybe. I think it'd be cooler if the guy or the people that got paralyzed could actually walk again. I haven't actually seen if that's true or not, but I remember like the homies told me that there was someone who was able to figure that out a long time ago. I still don't know if it's true or not, 'cause I never looked into it. Outside of that, I have a family member that's paralyzed from the waist down, so they cannot walk, but his hands are also fucked up, and he can only move his pinky fingers on both hands, which is really sad. But it's his fault for not really actually using his hands when he was injured, so I guess there's only so much I can say on that. But it does feel pretty real when I hear that. You know, escaping from the darkness, we had to change his world. I guess I can't help but say, just as I expected, really want to help this guy out because it sounds like it's worth a try. If you can manipulate his fantasy world, then it should help him with his real world as well.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Didn't he just... You know what? Let me not.
Hmm.
Let me not.
Well, maybe because I have also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
I wish I could dream, but sadly, I've really fucked up my mindset. So, because of that, even if I have a better schedule sleeping, even though it could be so much worse, thankfully it's not. One day it might be, but I don't dream very often, so I can't even relate to this. But when I do dream, it's like one of two things. It's either an event that hasn't happened yet, but it eventually happens in real life. So I have had deja vu moments because of those type of dreams. Then I've had the ones that didn't have a concrete story to it and felt like shorts that you would just see from like videos on YouTube. It would just be random moments of like either something or someone doing something, or me playing a game, or me just remembering a part of my memories of my past with family members that I haven't seen in a long time. Something like that. But I rarely dream, so yeah.
So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Paimon's so interested in wanting to know what Club Penguin looks like. Let's be honest, that's the description of it. Suddenly, Fremine pulls out a diving helmet and puts it on his head.
Hey, why did you put that on?
I guess he's too embarrassed to say.
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
Alright, let's not go there.
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Oh, we're going there then.
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Bruh.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something.
I couldn't understand that, but I do correlate to this. I've done this before with like goggles in a pool or something. But when I think about it, I feel like a better description of actually viewing the world differently would be high in the sky rather than underwater. But sadly, I don't know if there's any cases that will ever go high in the sky in Tibet, except for people that, you know, do glitches in the game and can walk to the height of the actual world, which is so much fun to look at, because videos like that exist are so nice, could give you the perspective of how big the world is. And those videos really give you a bit of a surreal feeling, in my opinion, on how a world should be perceived, just like in real life. when you are seeing videos of like people on a plane or seeing these high pictures of an island or the United States, for example, or even the other side of the world in Europe and Asia, and you can see like the big world map of the Earth, or you could even see from space. It gives you a different perspective of how massive things are from where you stand at, and that to me is cool. But of course, that could also be alienating, especially the one from space. Because man in space is just as scary as the under the sea in the world, because I still don't think we've fully explored the underwater portion of the world, because it seems like the crust depth keeps getting bigger and bigger, as far as I've heard, but I don't know how big that is now. 'Cause that was the last time I heard of it, that was several years ago. But yeah, not knowing everything about the world can also be alienating, both in different, I guess, prospects of how you view it.
I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things, as if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
I don't know how far I go with that because you have a diving helmet on when you're not underwater, which I must implore you, it is hard to see. I don't know how you can see in that without being underwater. 'Cause that's how diving helmets are created anyways, because it's used a reflection of the water. I don't want to get all technical with that because I only remember this because of things I've looked up before. But this type of diving helmet he has on is very unique looking. It reminds me of like a really old school one, which is even harder to see in. So I'm still surprised that he can see in it.
Really? Like a miracle?
Now I want to try on your helmet.
Well, if that's in order.
Bro, why do I have to say if that's in order? Why? Dude, it makes me feel so uncomfortable reading that because I'm almost certain I've watched an anime where there was an anime girl that says something like this as like a quirk of hers. Is that a thing you do with your, siblings? If that's an order, if I order you because you're my friend, you'll let me do it, right? So if I say, give me your wallet, if that's an order, you're gonna give me your wallet? No, you shouldn't do that.
Hey, now's not the time! Frederick still has THELXIE'S weapon to make. We don't want to bother him now.
Paimon, you're ruining what could have been cool to see, but whatever.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help.
Bruh.
I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
This is bad. Yeah. This means there's going to be a Story Quest event tomorrow because I started this today. This Story Quest event came out yesterday on Friday. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, they're the Teyvat language again. Whoa, okay. Huh. Alright, so we got more minigame stuff, and then we won't be able to see that for another 6 hours. Okay. Previous challenge, previous challenge. Is there another way to look at this? Hold on. So, 20 THELXIE badges, and we... Wait. Oh, we need 80 to get from now, okay. What is this? His weapon looking like that. I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it, bro. Alright. Not this. I need this one. It's 3 story quest events, man. They've been doing less lately. It's like rarely do we see 4 story quest events. Sometimes they'll do like an epilogue chapter type beat for like 30 minutes or something. Maybe that's what's going to happen with Lance-Wright, because Lance-Wright is coming up. We only got one more pass before Lance-Wright comes up, so I'm looking forward to it. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. But this means one thing. This is going to line up with Tuesday. That is not good. That I cannot accept. That sucks. How do I do this? What do I do? Because I didn't do it yesterday, because I did my commission before this updated the same day, because I did it on reset. And then I got on later in the day to just grab my Kindness Resident and log off. And then all of a sudden I hear Paimon talking, and then, oh, story quest event, great. That was yesterday. Yeah. Also reminds me of something else I forgot to do. Now I gotta wait till next week to do that. Yeah. But you can blame Thanksgiving for that. That kind of screwed me over because I had a lot of things on my mind. I had a really bad day yesterday. At the end of the day, it really sucks. It's like after my stream, everything just went horrible for some reason. But now, because of this, I either have to stream late tomorrow night so I have 5 condensed, or I stream on Tuesday. I didn't want to stream on a Sunday though, but I probably should. I would love to stream on Monday, but I want to save my next stream after this event's ending or something for another day. So 3 days for this and 2 days for this, or tomorrow. Ah, dude, this freaking sucks. Because with everything coming up, I might wait to do this event or do the festivities, so I might be preparing to get off at this point now. Go watch some more videos. Actually get something to eat again. I barely ate much today. I've been really down on myself lately because of just very minor mistakes I made. Of course, it's a mistake I make, and then a certain someone won't shut up about it, and it just like wears on my mind. So I've been enjoying myself, chilling out. But I might have to do this tomorrow because otherwise it's gonna get in the way. 3 days left on that because 2 days left is actually 3 because game wants to be gay like that. And there's 4 days left on this. So Wednesday next week should be when this goes out. Okay. So I do also gotta mention that the end of the month is coming up as well. So how many days are left when next day starts? Next week on Friday, so I can't do anything about that. Native American Heritage Day, I didn't know that was today. That hits hard for me, because I'm a Native American. Anyways, outside of that, so we got 7 wishes here. Is it still 7? Oh. We'll have more than this, 'cause I'm not going to do festivities today. I'll do the event stuff another day. We'll stream again tomorrow, but I do not like that the next stream is on Tuesday. That kind of fucking overlaps with something. I don't know how I want to do this because I could wait. It's not like it's a big deal. It will kind of suck though because I'm really close to something on my Tower Fantasy playthrough and I'm expecting something Monday specifically. So it's like I could stream Monday, which would be cool, and then move on after that. I don't know. Either way, we have over 80 polls, 81 polls. With all the double refreshing, we're going to have more than that. That gives me a decent amount of polls for the second half. I'm going to probably go through 40 polls during the second half. Maybe 50 depending on how unlucky I get. I'm praying I don't get unlucky because Beto really reared her head during my poll session for Farina. So I'm pretty butthurt about that. I mean, at least I eventually got Charlotte, but it took 60 polls to do that. I didn't like that. I know that sometimes this can be the case for specific units we try to shoot for, but at least I have 2 characters I'm going for, so I'm guaranteed one of them within this poll session I'm going to do. The problem is, I'm scared that I'm only going to be able to pull out one or the other rather than both. But with the amount of polls I'm trying to do, my goal is just to get 1 copy of both. I'm not trying to get like so many copies. So it all comes down to what the devs want me to have and what I can't. I know we're going to get a free Fremenade this patch though, so I mean, it's more wishes for standard and more potential ones that I'll actually work on later down the road. I just gotta wait 2 more patches. 2 more patches, and I think we'll be able to start working on the standard banner. I want to wait till I get 70 pulls, but I might just wait till I get 60. So we'll see when I pull on this. I really want to. And this banner, I don't think I have that many pulls on. It's not that a part of me wanted Freena's weapon because she got me a 50-50 win. I want to give her the best that she wants because I know she wants this, but this weapon is not that good. I don't know why people even get it. It's just not that good. Like, the damage is nice. Crit damage stat 88% is great, but even looking at the description, it's not that far above a 4-star weapon that, even though I don't have on my account anymore, it'd be a difference of like 16% at most, which the last time I heard, which would have been her other option, which is the pipe weapon. The pipe weapon, I argue, is better. Her weapon is only good if you have C6, and I still stand by that to this day. Like, you can have a good enough build, like my J Cutter build with Farina, but I stand by what I say, that even if you disagree, it's still true because that's how the game works for Farina. If you want her weapon, you should have her C6. If you just want her weapon because it looks cool, or want her weapon because it's strong, you should not go for her weapon. It is just not that valuable until you have like C4. Some people say C2, but I honest to God think C4. Because the damage increase just isn't worth it if you don't have lower ER, requirements. She has a 60 burst cost, but she sucks at generating energy. So it's just, don't don't get this weapon. It sucks that this weapon is so fucking beautiful though. It's such a beautiful weapon. It's such a beautiful weapon, dude. It looks like those canes. Like I have a cane in this house that, you can like unscrew it and there's like a sword on the inside. Pretty decent weapon. Very, very long. But yeah, that's what this weapon reminds me of. It reminds me of those canes that have a sword inside of it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I might have to stream Genshin tomorrow. That overlapped exactly what I wished it didn't. That fucking sucks. I really wish it didn't, man. I was not expecting that. That caught me off guard. I was praying, but I did say at the beginning of the stream that I was like,
A bitter pill to swallow.
if this, like, depending on how the event decides to have its next part, because I'm doing this the day after, this could impact what I do in the future. So what I would have to do is I would have to stream tomorrow, stream Tower Fantasy Monday, and then stream Tower Fantasy Wednesday, and then take a small break after that. But the problem is I won't be able to do that because we're gonna have several things I gotta do. I was wondering if I should work on Kaya because next week on Friday there's going to be a stream. Right when Palma Shop resets, there is going to be a stream. There's going to be a stream on this as well, which might also be next week on Friday because 7 days. Yeah, there might be 6 more days at the reset. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, this resets next week on Friday. Ooh, this might reset next week on Friday. So, this is very interesting. Yeah, this is not good, bro. That sucks. That sucks to hear that, man. So, we're gonna have my last Kaya constellation, and it's gonna be the last time I buy anything with Star Glitter in the shop. I'm gonna start hoarding it again. I miss hoarding it. I had almost 200 of them. So, I'm gonna do that again. Gonna be hoarding. Start glitter after I get Kaya's last constellation, which is coming up this December because for some reason Kaya, he always has a con on December. I don't know why, but that's what I've looked into. Every time I looked it up online, that's what he has. I want to get that last condensed before I do anything, but I don't know why I did that. Anyways, the event's kind of cute. I like this event. It sounds very interesting too. I can't wait to see how this turns out. I thought I would do the event stuff, but since there's going to be another part tomorrow, I should just stream tomorrow. I like how this is going to probably stay here for the rest of the patch to help people be able to do that. Only a few more days left on this. Now, where's all this goodness? I'm expecting that next patch we're going to get our first hangout event and such, but I can't wait for, yeah, next patch we should be starting to get hangout events for Fontaine characters and whatnot. Should be cool. Navi is coming out next patch, and this other character named Chevrus. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know why I'm thinking about this now, but I felt like saying it on my mind. I wish I could do this. I've been baited to want to use my resident. I've been tempted so hard. I want to so badly. Like to do 20, or not 20, a 2,000 resin stream and turn into a video. Still thinking about doing that. It just sucks that I would need so much resin. But for me to reach 2,000, I would need 35 condensed, roughly. Which right now I have enough. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys